If you've been trying to figure out why you're feeling off or dissatisfied and you've got this nagging sensation that your life is not working quite like it should, the reasons for your unhappiness might not be obvious at first. You might be able to look around and you're like, I don't get it. I've got a good life. I've got food in the fridge. I've got food in my belly. My bills are mostly paid. I have a few meaningful relationships and I've got a job that sustains me and this lifestyle. But why am I so unhappy? Why am I so dissatisfied with what I have? And when you consider that happiness and all big positive emotions for that matter are only experienced in relationship to a goal, which is crazy when you think about it, then your feeling good and your feeling happy is directly dependent on what kind of goals you have for yourself right now. So what if all of those things that we just listed are no longer good enough goals to sustain your happiness? And that's not to say that you're not grateful for all of those things, the full fridge, the full belly, the relationships, and your job. I'm sure you're deeply appreciative of those things, and you probably have been appreciative of the whole time. But something in this stage of your life is calling you to something bigger. And that growing sense of dissatisfaction is only going to keep growing the longer you ignore this one simple thing. That the spirit of adventure is calling to get you outside of your comfort zone. Oh man, what? I like my comfort zone. You know how long it took me to achieve this comfort? That full fridge and full belly and the relationships and this job? I've worked my butt off for all of those things. And now you're telling me that I need to do more? No, you don't have to. But you might want to explore the idea, if only for just a moment. You see, some people are relatively comfortable with a certain level of certainty and unambiguity in their lives. And this relative safety is extremely predictable, and predictable is good, and predictable is safe. And some people might have worked most of their lives to get to that position of safety, and now that they have it, they won't let it go for anything, and that's probably wise for them. That safety, that security and comfort. These are people that probably are very satisfied with where they're at. And the thing is they're going to be happy with where they're at, being a direct reflection that they've got the right goals. They've got the right equilibrium for them. And that is awesome. But if you're not happy and you're not content or satisfied with your current sustainable safety and certainty, you are very likely being called into your next chapter of life. And this next chapter is going to ask you to wrestle with varying levels of uncertainty and with varying levels of the unknown. Basically, life has something more for you to experience.